one thing that I want to ask you, like, I don't know if people ask you this before or no, but you can ask it if you want.
Don't think so much and just apply and you might go for free.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to introduce a new topic for my channel that is about scholarships and volunteering abroad. So for today I have a special guest. He's the brother of one of my friends and his name is Santiago Quiros. I'm gonna put the link down below of his YouTube channel, and today we're gonna be talking about one scholarship that he got to study in the United States. So let's go. Let's start with Santi. Santi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm Santiago Quiros. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm so happy. So today I'm gonna tell about my experience in the US.
So first of all, I wanna ask you, like, what is the name of the scholarship that you got to the United States? We know that there are so many, but which one specifically did you got to go there?
So like the scholarship that I went to the US, it's called Global UGRAD.
And what kind of things do you have to do, like, to go? Like, what are the requirements? So what kind of papers do you have to submit, or where do you have to submit those papers?
Yeah, so okay, I feel like there are not a lot of requirements, but it's like a competition to apply. Because in Costa Rica, for example, they choose just 5 people, and I feel like this is really important. And this is an application with the embassy, the US Embassy in Costa Rica. But this program, it's in different countries, in Central America, Europe, Africa. So what people have to do is to check their embassies if the program is available. For example, for me, some requirements are, for example, I have to be Costa Rican, I have to be over 18 years old. Also, this is really important, I think, it's like you don't have to know English. Like, that's not a requirement. However, for example, in my case, I didn't know like English pretty well, so I applied for this scholarship and I was the only one that got to have like an English training or something like that. So yeah, that was really nice. That's why I got to have like a whole year in the US. But this scholarship, Global UGRAD, is just one semester, one academic semester. Of course, you have to be in college, you have to be taking one semester at least, and it's undergraduated, so you cannot be taking a master's degree or something. It's just like undergraduated to go to have this academic semester.
I have one question. Now that you're saying, so it's like one academic semester, but it can be also like 1 year. But this whole year, do you have to pay some money, or like the US government is gonna pay everything for you?
Yeah, that's the great thing of this scholarship, because you don't have to pay anything. Like, they cover absolutely everything, like visa, they cover transportation, even like my transportation. Like, I didn't have to pay like a card to go from my house to the airport.
Oh wow.
The scholarship covered that, and they cover food in the US. For example, like all your experience, they give you money every single month, and also they cover your classes, your dorms, everything you need. Like, literally, I didn't pay anything.
That's actually really good. But tell me about, what do you have to do? Like, so you told me all the requirements and everything, but what do you have to do? Do you have to write a paper, or do you have to make some tests, or what do you have to do specifically to get the scholarship?
Yeah, so let's talk about the process. Like, so this is really important too. I know, like, usually, at least in Costa Rica, because that's why I said like it might change in other countries, but for example, in Costa Rica, the process started on November, ended in December. Like, through this time, you have to send like your transcripts, you have to send like an essay about why you want the scholarship and about leadership, because that's something about this scholarship. You have to be like involved in your community and like with environment, like volunteering programs, or like serving to your community and all that kind of stuff. So you have to send them like, hey, this is what I do and this is why I want to get this scholarship, basically. talking about the transcripts, I would say like you have to have good grades. That's why they say it's not like actually you have to have just 10 on your grades. But however, like in my case, my grades are between like 9 and 10, but also I have heard people from 8 to 10. That's a good grade. So I think that's how people can apply, but I don't know if that really determines if they're gonna pick you or not, because they also see like your community service, your other activities out of school, like I don't know, like in internships or like helping other people of your projects. So like, yeah, you have to have good grades, but it's not like that's the main point. No, like they also want to see other things.
Okay, that's actually a good point that you're saying, because most of the scholarships people are like kind of like scared of applying for the scholarship because they think that they're not like intelligent enough to be able to apply. So that's actually, thank you for saying that, thank you for explaining that. So in case you guys want to apply, in case you think that you have all these extracurriculars that overweight your grades, and it's like everything together is gonna be like a good thing to go and apply, so you guys can apply. And thank you for explaining this.
And after that, this is a period between November and December. Then they get to select like a group of people that send those essays and transcripts and letters of recommendation, and they select some people. Then these people get to go to an interview. The interview for me was on February of 2019. So in that interview they ask you a bunch of questions like about yourself and why would you get this experience, like why do you want to go or what would you do, and after that you have to take the TOEFL test and then you're leaving. Because they select like 5 people to take the TOEFL test, and then when they tell you you have to take the TOEFL test, it's like, yeah, you're going, because they pay that too. Yeah.
So since you told me like the English is not like a requirement, but all the transcripts and all this paper that you have to submit, do they have to be in English or do they can be in their home country's language?
No, you have to like submit it in your home language and also like your native language and also in English. However, it's not like they ask you like this has to be official. Like they say like, hey, you can do it, and they even give you like a form to transform your transcript. Is that if that makes sense, you know? Like in Costa Rica we have from I don't know, from 7 to 10, for example, so you get like 7, but in the US it's like A, B, C, but they explain you how to change it. Yeah, and the letters too. Like I got to write my papers in Spanish, but then I just like translating them to English. It's kind of, yeah.
Oh, actually that's pretty good. And what about like the test? Like you said that you have to make the TOEFL, like the last step is to make the TOEFL. But do the grade of the TOEFL actually, like, I don't know, it's gonna like tell you got the scholarship or you don't get it if you don't get a really good grade in that test, or it's just like an evaluation kind of thing?
Yeah, like they say that you have to get over 61 in that test. However, I didn't get over 61. That's why I went in this English training. I don't know, like from my experience, as I said, I got a bad grade in this test, but I got to go to the English training. But I don't know, like if other people failed the test, what happened, but that was my experience.
Well, that's actually good. So now that you're talking about experience, let us know, like after you got the scholarship and you came to United States, because I'm actually now in the United States. So did you got to choose which university you wanted to study, or they chose for you? Because in the Japanese scholarship that I had, they chose for me. I know that there are different scholarships. So in your case, did you have to choose your college, or did they make you choose it?
Yeah, like I didn't get to pick my university. I actually went to, I don't know if you can like hear, University of Southern Indiana, and I didn't pick that university. Like they sent you wherever in the US. I remember the 4 other guys, they went like in Utah, some of them New York, and other in California, and I went to Indiana. However, it was a good experience actually. Like I had a really good experience. So like, no, you don't get to pick with this scholarship where you're gonna go. They just tell you you're going here, and here are your plane tickets. Good luck.
And what about accommodation? Like, I mean, where do you have to stay? Did they have like some kind of like, I don't know, space for people to come, like a dorm to go and sleep and to live in there? Or you had to find your own apartment?
No, they cover everything. So like I got to live in the USI, like the University of Southern Indiana's dorm. Yeah, like everything. I just got there and they were like, okay, here's where you're gonna live. That was it. Actually, I have a video on my YouTube channel if people want to go and check it out. I have videos of that experience like in my dorm and everything, so you can go and check it out.
Yeah, that's actually really good because like I'm pretty sure like every country has different experiences. So actually your scholarship is actually really similar to mine. They just brought me to the dorm and they just brought me to the school and I was like, okay, I'm going to. So I have 2 more questions. So one of the question is like, I want to know some of your experience. Like I know like you have many videos in YouTube, in your channel. Like I think they are mostly in Spanish actually, and he has like one segment that is in Spanish, Hablando Papaya, that is actually my favorite because he's talking all these topics that actually not other YouTubers are speaking about, and they're actually really good. So if you guys want to go and check that too. But anyways, tell me about your experience in the United States. What do you think? You like it? You didn't like it? What did you like enjoy the most? Or I don't know, tell me some about it.
Yeah, I think I was so lucky because, you know, when they told me like, hey, you're going to Indiana, and I was like, excuse me? Because like no one knows about Indiana. Like I don't know, like I just heard Indiana, like the movies Indiana Jones or something like that. I didn't know anything about Indiana, and I was trying to find things in the internet about Indiana, and like all were like really bad things, like one of the worst states in the US. I was like, no, and it's right in the middle of the US. Actually, at the end, it turns out to be really good experience. Like people were really nice to me, and I met so many people from different countries, and that's the cool thing of this scholarship, because it's not like you're just gonna meet Americans. No, like I got to meet people from all around the globe, like from Palestine, from Tunisia, from Pakistan, countries that I didn't know anything about, and through this experience I got to try their food, like discover their cultures, and now I have friends in so many different countries, and I feel like that's a really cool part of this program. And also something that I really like of my experience was like being able to travel around the US too, because I had the experience since I lived with Americans and I had my classes with Americans. Like they were like, hey, we want to show you around, so that was pretty cool. Like yeah, so I got to go, I don't know, for example, cities like Chicago, that I also tell a story about Chicago in my YouTube channel. And I also got to go like cities like New York and Disney World, or cities like that, which was pretty cool, and I loved that experience.
That's actually really nice because yeah, that's something that I always tell people. Is like people think like getting a scholarship to go and study, just to go and I don't know, like stay in your room all day and just study. But actually, you learn more than actually the things that they are teaching you in school. You're gonna learn stuff for life. Like you're gonna meet, as he said, like friends that are gonna be like, I don't know, your family from another countries. Like in my case, like I left like, I don't even know, 2014, like 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago. And I think like most of my closest friends right now are people that I met in Japan. So I'm pretty sure like it's something that is gonna change you forever. And actually, I'm glad that you were talking about that. I kind of feel the same way, like with the scholarship. So that's why I wanna introduce this topic for all of you guys, like scholarships or volunteering and things to study abroad. So one thing that I wanna ask you, like I don't know if people ask you this before or no, but you can ask for it if you want. Do you think like study abroad change your personality or no?
I'm not sure like if my personality, but I would say more like my vision of the world, if that makes sense. Because like let's try to explain more. Because like yeah, I was like this person before going to the US, but now that I'm here, I have a different perspective of everything. Like now I can think more about like global issues, and I don't know, I feel like I'm a more aware person that I used to be. So like because of that, like discovering new cultures, or like just being able to talk to people and see what are their thoughts, their beliefs, that really changed a person. So I think like that's how I think I have changed from this experience. Not like my personality, because I'm always happy and outgoing and trying to meet new people and everything, but my perspective and my thoughts have really changed because of this experience.
In my case, I was saying personality because in my case, like I think like for me it kind of changed. Even if you don't think like your personality changed, I was always so outgoing too, but I feel like, as you say, you are more down to earth. You are like thinking of all these issues, all these things that maybe like when you go and see people again and they think of you or the person that you were before, but your way of thinking is different, that kind of changed the personality too in some way. So that's why I was saying that.
Yeah, that's really true. That's really true. Like, I mean, like for me, it's so different because like I haven't been able to see my friends as much, and maybe I didn't talk about this before, but my time in the US got shorter because of COVID-19. You know, I had to I had to come back earlier because my scholarship I got, it was 2018 2020. So I was supposed to come back on May 7th. However, I had to come back on March 29th, and it was like really scared, like being in the US with all this going on, and like people were dying, and like people were getting crazy in the US, you know, like they were buying all the food, and like there were no toilet paper, and it was like really scared. Like being stuck in one country, because I was not even able to come back until March 19th. It was like stressful time, but also I got like a new experience, and I got more attached to people because we were living together during this time, and it made my experience, people would think, worse. However, I think it made it better. Well,
that's actually good. Like everyone this year have been saying like, you know, like only bad things, and it's kind of hard to be positive. So thank you for saying that. So you have to be positive like him. Okay, so the last question that I want to ask you, or more like, I don't know, request for you, is like, what would you say to people that want to apply for this scholarship, or people that are like searching right now about this scholarship because they didn't know before watching this video? What would you like to tell them? Like, I don't know, recommendations, what to do, what not to do in case of applying for this.
I would say just apply. Like this scholarship, as I told you, it was meant to people that spoke English. I think most of the people that applied for it is like, I speak English. However, that was not my case. Like my English was really bad before, and I was like, you know, I want to do this, I'm gonna apply. So like my advice to my advice for people is like, just do it. Like just apply, just trust yourself, and try to do your best on all those things like essays and like recommendation letters and all of that. So maybe you will get it, who knows. And I feel like this is really like cliche, or I don't know what's the word in English, but it's like, you know, like saying you only live once. However, I think that's the thing. Just do it. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Just go for it. What else? Just like also like another advice piece of advice I would give you is like try to be different. Like on the applications, try to do something different. Like if you're writing a paper, just try to make it not as all the people would do it. For example, in my essay I was talking about being a YouTuber because I love YouTube videos, and I think that's something really different. And I know other friend, he was talking about robots, or other one was talking about dinosaurs or crazy things that make you different. So like that way they're gonna be like, okay, we're interested in this guy, we wanna know him, and we wanna meet him. Yeah, that would be my advice, and be confident of yourself. And even if you're afraid to do it, just do it, and hopefully you will get it. Like it's really important. Like I don't know who watches your videos, however, I think like try to do things like that would be another advice I would give people. Like try to do little things, like all those little things will help you to get a scholarship in the future. I really didn't know about that, but until I applied to this scholarship, like everything was so important. For example, in my case, I have always loved doing theater, so like I said that in my application and they really like it. Like just like acting in high school role plays and stuff like that helped me so much in order to get this scholarship.
Yeah, and this is also helpful, like this that you're talking about when you get a job. Like sometimes you go and you think like, oh, I don't know, doing YouTube, like many people think like this is nothing, but this actually give you confidence to talk about in front of a camera. Or like if you go and work in customer service, like you go and say, I'm just gonna do a part-time job in a restaurant, but that's nothing, I don't have to put it. That's giving you some experience in customer service. And some of these small things that you don't think that are enough, they're actually really good if you put it in these kind of applications. Not only for the United States, because for other scholarships as well, this is gonna help you. So just like don't minimize yourself and all the things that you're doing. I think that would be something like I would like to say. But yeah, like, so thank you for being in my video today and for explaining to all of the people that is watching this video about the UGRAD scholarship to come to United States. So if any of you want to come to United States, I continue saying go. If you want to come to United States, so you guys have this opportunity. And yeah, that's all. Thank you, Santi. You would like to say something?
Yeah, I would like just like kind of summarize all the things I say. Like this program, it's incredible if you wanna have a short experience and like then keep going with your studies. It's just like one academic semester and it's incredible. I would recommend you to go and check out your page, the Facebook page of your US embassy in your country. Try to follow them and try to like really like follow them. That's how I got to discover this scholarship, through Facebook. So like try to see and read their posts and everything, so you're gonna find out how to apply for Global UGRAD, or just call them and ask them which scholarships they have, because I'm pretty sure they have so many scholarships. Okay, and then like there was a beautiful and amazing experience. If you're thinking about taking a gap year or just like traveling around the world, don't think so much and just apply and you might go for free. So thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be today on your YouTube channel. I'm Santiago Quiros. I would recommend you too to go to my YouTube channel. It's in Spanish, so if you want to practice your Spanish, you can go to my YouTube channel and check it out, all the videos. And I also have videos of my experience in the US. So thank you so much.
Okay, see you. Bye bye. Bye guys.